is time for a review of the Annie movie. Not this one, but you know that I really like it because I wouldn't have it on VHS tape or the DVD if I didn't like Annie. But the new one for 2014, starring Caoimhe Wallace as Annie and Jamie Foxx as Mr. Stacks. What I like about this movie and what I don't like about this movie will be in the following video, so stay tuned. When I heard about this movie, I was really excited, and when I initially heard about the movie, I heard that, Will Smith, Jada Pinkett Smith, they were all part of this production, and it was a production team, and then they signed on, and then Jay-Z jumped in there. That's what I hear. But in all actuality, you can go online and find out the production company. But one of the things that I was really interested in was seeing the remake of this movie. Now, when we remake American classics, American culture gets all bent out of shape. But an American classic belongs to all people, regardless of race and creed. So what I'm excited to see is just how it was going to be redone. Because when I put this film in my DVD player for my cousins and my nieces, no one really paid attention and no one really cared. However, it was a different response to this one. So, a classic is a classic is a classic, but if it's not remade, it will not appeal to the new generation. Point blank, and it's simple as that. So with that being said, what I like about the movie is that it was very humorous. There was a lot of different parts in it that were funny. But when it comes to a musical, I'm one of those people that if someone breaks out singing around me, I am giving them the stare. So I like the fact, like, when they were walking down the street and it was like, a lot of singing and everything. Yeah, some people got involved in it, but then there were still those people who were like me that were staring. Like, that is weird. Another thing I liked about the songs is that there was a nice little bass drop to it. It wasn't all just treble. It's all about that bass, no treble. So it's like when you sing a song, it was like, the sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow. So, it just was not just treble. So it was awesome because, you can just bop your head to the song or something. And they had the classics like Hard Knock Life. And, for the ones who did not really realize that Annie brought Hard Knock Life in, they thought that Jay-Z, issued it on in. Well, Hard Knock Life was in there and it still had a great bass drop. If I had my way, I would have the Annie soundtrack, and I probably will purchase it, and I probably will choreograph some dance to it. It was just, every song was good, and then there was some new songs in there. So, just not only making those songs your own and updating them, but also bringing in some new flavors, some new songs that are modern day things that go along with what's going on right now. Now, think about it. We all know there's no real spoiler alert to the movie because we know what happens with Annie's ride to finding a permanent home. However, what I did like about it was the updated appeal of technology, and that Mr. Stacks was the CEO and owner of, a mobile phone industry with all kind of towers all over the place, and you get to see the pitfalls of business. And then he's also, running for a political office, and how he and she related. And I think the movie was really long. One of the things was the movie was 2 hours, 1 hour and 58 minutes to be exact. And they had to put all of this stuff inside of the movie to make it all seem plausible, to make the plot go on. Now, the original Annie, if I'm looking at this correctly, 2 hours and 7 minutes. So we're not losing much time there. You only have 2 hours to tell this story. And so the thing is, when you look at it, they had to build that relationship with Annie, the character, and Mr. Stacks, who is essentially Daddy Warbucks, and get them to a place where it would be believable that they would be together. Now, some people disagree with me, but I really felt that they had enough time to really connect. They gave you snippets of how they cooked together and how they hung out, and they went and did different things. So that way it was plausible that once she was like staying with him in his house, that they were able to have a relationship, and it was believable. And one of the things that I thought was really funny is that you got to see how quirky each character was in their own right. And Cameron Diaz as Miss Hannigan, some might say she's over the top, but I thought Carol Burnett was over the top in the original Annie for the in the movie. So it's an over-the-top character, and I think that Cameron Diaz is a awesome actress. And so when she sang and she was, just doing these songs and she was over it and she put her all into it, I felt like that was a believable character and a believable portrayal of how Miss Hannigan would be. She's a desperate character, and then she finds her way through redemption because she really cared about the kids and she really wanted them to be safe and go somewhere else that is nice for them. So I really felt like Cameron Diaz carried that character. All in all, I think that this movie is awesome, and I believe that you should take your kids to see it, and I believe that you should buy the DVD when it comes out. And that's my take on the movie. So I encourage you all, if you haven't seen it yet, because I know I took a while to see the movie, if you haven't seen it yet, go see it. And as always, if you like this review, make sure that you subscribe and you like and you comment.